working. I just hope it's not going to turn off randomly after a while, like it has already twice. I'm going to try to fix a setting real quick.
Oh my god. I really need to pop this chat out. And I
Okay,
don't know.
so... I'll also get the scoreboard real quick as well.
I'm gonna be popping out chat on oh, there's start Ken. Okay, yeah.
So MT coming out real quick. I do think this will favor VC a little more than SY because I do believe
that they were top 2-5.
Yeah. But SY really do like this track though, so it'll be interesting to see what'll happen.
Yeah.
Ken opts not to drag the bomb initially. I believe VC player was behind him, so he ended up getting redded.
Yeah, I think that lagged onto me as well. I'm not too sure about that though.
Ooh, that back green was pretty close, but he ended up avoiding that. In terms of the bagging battle, Sammy is winning out so far, and yeah, he does make the backward strat, so expect him to pull it.
I mean, it's Sui bagging in Mario Kart. What can you expect, honestly?
Right. VC are currently occupying 145, SY 2-3. I believe also 6th. I'm not entirely sure though.
Not too sure about 6th. It's about to be 1-3. Yeah, 1-3, almost top 2.
Neo ends up, yeah, he ends up getting up to 3rd though. Blue comes in.
There's a blue.
Yep, SY. This is definitely gonna favor SY real quick. Triple Shrooms though in this scenario is not too bad.
No. Oh yeah, it got both of the top 2. It got Edge and Ken.
Oh, and Havo comes up.
That's top 3.
I would probably say try to bump off Jorge with this Shroom here, and I think he bumps him, but not off.
Murad.
Ooh, clutch blue coming in from VC.
Yeah. And he got blued right off of the net, so it really didn't help him at all.
In terms of shock, I believe Sammy has it because he is being chased by Act right now.
He's he has to have it.
Oh, no.
Yep.
I don't know about that shock because it dodged 2 of SY players. If it was SY shock, I
thought I saw VC at the end, or with in 3rd. I'm not too sure though, because this mirror spam is kind of messing with me.
Regardless, though, we are seeing Havo in 2nd, but I do believe that they were 2-3, though, just based on what I saw. We'll have to get confirmations of the spots later on.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty calm ending, yeah. Nothing really to...
Yeah, it was SY who dodged up.
2, 3, 4, 5 for SY.
So... Not a good shock from either side for whoever had it, because if SY had it, they ended up getting Ken into cannon there. It's better to dodge your players in the towards the end of the cannon rather than in the beginning of the cannon. If you're SY there, but if you're VC, dodging 2 SY players in the cannon was not good. But I can only assume that was SY's.
No, that had to have been an SY shock. Oh, Neo squeeze. Jesus, what happened to Mura on the line? Okay.
So SY getting a +3 race out of that.
Yeah. It's not great, but it's a good start.
Yeah,
they'd probably have to do more.
Even if you're afraid of dodging people behind you, I still think it would have been better to get Ken out of the cannon and then dodging the top 2 towards the end, because it benefits them more that way.
It was like a really close call. Like, Ken was like maybe not even half a second of being out of the cannon. But so there's nothing you can really do there.
And there is a DC here.
Oh, already?
Damn.
That's a reset. Yeah, that's... Oh, that was a Sammy shock.
That was?
Mm-hmm.
My only guess there then was that he just pulled it? No, I don't think he was, because he was running away.
No.
That can't have been.
He had shock.
I'm really not sure what that shock was in the end then.
Yeah. It was odd, but... What was that? 2, 3, 4, 8.
Yeah, it was 2, 3, 4, 8 coming out from SY.
All right. I think Ken is gonna host for now.
Okay. So, I mean, not too much to comment on because we already hit up on pretty much all the points of that first race, and yeah, we already gave our predictions too, so we're merely just waiting on the match to start up again. Let's pay attention a little bit to chat, see if anything interesting has come up. We are getting a request from Batk to turn off the music, but usually sometimes there is some silence, so the music fills up the call, or it kind of helps fill in the silences a little bit. I'm just gonna keep looking on OBS to see if the desktop audio is still going on. Yeah, it still is. It should be for the rest of the stream though, because I made a quick fix. Hopefully it'll work.
Okay, I just popped out the chat.
I will turn down the music just very slightly, but not too much. As soon as I can find the tab.
What do we see? Okay, it's a 1, 3, 4 starting for VC.
Yeah, so still starting off in top spots. They're quicker on the gun to join the room than SY, but
yeah,
I'm sure it doesn't matter all that much.
No.
Sometimes it really depends on the tracks.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna just have to avoid that chat for this stream. Who are we waiting on? I think it's Edge.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's Edge.
Uh-oh. This isn't good. Uh-oh. I accidentally closed that or not. Uh-oh. There we go. My bad. I had to do like a real... Because I had the music on another tab on the same... Because I have display capture. So I tried to pull it out real quick. And then for some reason my my stream screen readjusted to like it ended up... I don't know what happened there, but...
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good again. Or not. I guess it's zoomed in again. What the heck? Got to readjust this again. Please excuse my terrible stream hosting skills.
You're fine.
I try to do what I can. Too much. Okay. So, if you're VC here, since you're starting in top or 134, where would you go personally?
Personally, I would probably go TF.
Yeah, 134 is honestly, I think top 2-4 is the best for TF, but 134 is a close second because you can still draft first and fourth, and Probably swerve to a middle box if you're in third.
And especially because they're going to be starting 10.
That's correct.
Yeah, so they can. It's easier for them to pull Bill.
Right.
What is...
Oh wait, there's still only 9 in room. I thought there were 10.
Yeah.
I asked, the reason why I asked you that question so early is because I thought there were 10 in room and the room is about to start. But let's see here.
Oh, Jamaican's up. Okay. So he kind of died for half a second.
Who did?
Edge.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be here. Oh, I already did that. I didn't even know.
Alright, I'm gonna read up on the chat real quick, see if anything else interesting has come up. Oh yeah, this North America tourney though, it failed a couple times in the past, but I do have confidence it's gonna start up this time. We have a lot of interest for it, and even though it was messy at first, because Zatlow invited some people without actually making the rule set, and kind of threw me and Jack in staff. We've organized it pretty well for the amount of time that it's lasted so far. It's only lasted 2 days, the server. Did you hear about that, Merc, the North America tournament?
Yeah, I'm in the server actually.
Oh, nice. I think it'll be good if we can do like a preseason real quick in like 2 weeks just to see how it works out, and then we can have our first actual season in winter break.
Yeah, I think it was like. I think that's actually like kind of a good idea, but again, it would have to be like a very short preseason thingy.
It'll only be like a month probably.
Because I know that they were planning to make a 20. They were doing a 2020 schedule meeting earlier today. I don't know what was discussed, but I know like that was a like time frame that they were looking at.
Okay, got you. Yeah, I do think the regions are somewhat balanced, except for like maybe Ohio.
Northeast is disgusting.
Actually, Southeast too is also absolutely gross.
Southeast is pretty good. They just don't have any baggers.
Yeah,
like any defined baggers.
The only problem with Southeast is that they don't have enough depth. Like they do have the likes of Jax, Mel, Epix, Quinn,
Vincent,
David. Yeah. But they don't have too much backup in the running department, and the bagger issue is another concern.
Yeah, I mean, their best backup running wise is Epix, Trap, and Cody.
But Northeast is pretty stacked as well, as you said before. But let's get back to the actual match here.
I think they did.
Yeah, we got GV. They started already. Yeah, it picked GV.
Okay.
So this is definitely favorable for SY if anybody. It'll be interesting to see what VC do up here, if they're gonna go all 3 run from their top 4 spots or 2 run and 2 drop. We did see in VC versus AV, 3 of AV's players ran, and VC like kind of dropped a little bit for Shrooms, and they ended up breaking away because they all took Rock.
Yeah, I kind of get the feeling someone's gonna pull triple Shrooms in 4th. I don't know though.
It looked to me like both SY and VC got like 2 runners bagging for Shrooms in the back, so we'll see what happens up here.
I mean, yeah, it seems like only 4 people took cut. Okay.
Right.
That's rough for whoever's 8th. That is so rough.
I mean, it's GB though. Anything can happen. They could probably catch
It
up.
looks like Act made backstrat first. Yeah, he did.
It's still relatively close though. Waluigi is Sammy though. He usually uses different characters.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't even notice Kenna's triple shrooms in fourth. This could actually be good.
Yes, this could be very favorable. They are in first too, so if Ken can...
Edge.
Go ahead.
Edge has... he doesn't have anything.
Oh, he lagged out of it.
Oh my god, Ken. Oh my god, Ken.
If that bomb connected, though, that would have been really solid for VC, but Jax lagged out of it. It looks like, yeah, SY are top 2 because they both made rock in that scenario.
I don't think either bagger has shot.
Sammy fell off, so he definitely doesn't have it.
Yeah, Act is still training boxes.
Bomb comes in, but it's wide.
There's a mega chain.
Oh, that's a good pull. But I think he's only going to get probably second out of this. Yeah, Jorge takes cut.
That is the definition of UT luck.
Jorge's still going to get first, though. It looks like VC...
Who else took cut with them?
2-3. I think VC took cut in third as well. Neo took cut.
2-3-4.
Yeah, at first I thought it was gonna be a good race for SY, but Ken chaining that mega into triple shrooms was absolutely key for that winning race there.
Yeah, I mean it's almost bad as chaining a mega to a blue in fifth, but
yeah, but no, triple shrooms actually would have favored him more than a blue because cause it would have been actually would have been probably even, but. 2-3-4 coming out from VC.
Really good. 34. That's +7 race. They're up 4. Score. Oh, I'm on Ken's stream. Never mind.
So now, yeah, VC now have a 4-point lead instead of SY having 2. So I have a feeling that. Just based on the way the first 2 races have gone, that it's just going to be back and forth. Both teams are going to throw punch for punch.
Yeah, I mean, with these 2 teams, it's always like that. Like, you don't really see one team ever, like, jump ahead really quickly.
Except for the last match with SY. They ended up destroying DZ match 1.
You can go back to the UT days. Like, whenever these 2 teams played each other, like, it was always tight.
Yeah, I did say before the SY-DZ match that SY, as good as they are, for some reason they always just seem to keep it close. Like they usually win in the end. They usually find a way to win, but
they never make it comfortable for themselves.
Right. And it's not because they have bad chemistry, but they have really good chemistry. It's just every so often they do make mistakes. But they do end up bouncing back usually every time. So that just shows the resilience of SY.
Yeah, no doubt. Jorge's gonna trail this red? Nothing, yeah. Was expecting
I think Ken
more
might
there.
Go for sniper because VC are behind him.
He does. Ken. Oh, that fib. That was a nice fib.
Currently,
where is Jorge from? Because I'm seeing quite a bit of lag on his end.
He's from, you know what? Don't quote me on this. From Puerto Rico.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Either Puerto Rico or the Dominican Republic. Someone please correct me on that.
I think he's PR.
Yeah, Puerto Rico. There's a blue coming in on Jorge.
Oh, that's an early blue too. I would have just got rid of that if I was Ken.
Ken slow owns Neo by failing the sandhop there. Unfortunate for Neo.
Yeah. I mean, it is DDR, so it's not like...
It's not the
that's really
end
negative.
Of the world, but DDR is typically a track which you want to break away in, so...
Sammy's in a bill act, I think, just pulled shock, yeah.
Yeah, it looks to me like SY have it currently. It looks to me like SY are occupying like probably 1-3 right now.
They shocked Jorge in the boxes, or did they just shock after?
Yeah,
they just shocked after.
They shocked after, but they dodged themselves in a mega and a star going for ultra, so that was a very favorable shock for them.
And then there's Knee pulling a TC. Yeah, hate to see that. I think I see Okay, no, Edge is in fourth.
Blue
Okay, that's
comes
top
in.
5 for SY.
Yeah, soon to be only top 2 though because of that blue. We'll see what items VC pulls at the end here.
I don't know. Murrah has like a decent lead on Edge.
It looks to me like SY are
That's
probably gonna get 1-3,
oh come on, Ken.
1-3, but not too much behind it. We'll see. Oh, that backspin was killer.
That's maybe a top 4 because
Quite
I
possibly,
saw a
yeah.
lot of VC at the end. I didn't see any SY. And it looks like a top 4-9 unless Sammy's in ninth, which
Yeah,
he
I
probably
thought
is.
SY were 1-3, but yeah, they were top 3 because I saw somebody in the back, but that was the only SY player in the back. It looked to me like.
Yeah,
Um,
no, Jorge was the only one there.
right. Yeah,
That's a
top
top
three, top 3
3,
flopper.
5. Okay,
Ooh,
that is
43. 43 for SY. Yeah.
40. I think so. I don't know. I can't do math sometimes.
Yeah, 43 to 18.
Oh, let's see.
So usually with SY, either when they get a good race like this, either they continue on with it, or they let the other team back in it somehow, some way.
Yeah.
It'll be really interesting to see what they do in this next race, how they do this next race, what items they pull, whether they pull shock or not. SY are very one thing about SY that is usually consistently good. They are very good with their shocks.
Yeah. No, that's pretty much everything that's what they're known for.
Yeah, sometimes they make their shocks unpredictable, but still to a point where it works.
Yeah, like it's not like a lap 1 chain you see in like tier 1. It's
Yeah.
like a not so obvious lap 3 shock.
Yeah, because they were occupying a few of the top spots in DDR and still opted to go for a lap 2 shock. That's because they dodged in a Mega and in a Star going for Ultra.
Yeah.
So that made it so that VC probably wouldn't have predicted first set or possibly later on.
Yeah. I feel like there was a delayed shock there though. I don't know.
Couple sets of triple reds, but SY are still top 2. Somewhat of a break already, which is very interesting. Usually you don't take too much of a break. But yeah, Neo catches up in, I believe, a golden.
Yeah, I think I'm dead sure that was a golden. Oh, that's okay.
I think
Edge is just gonna. No, he's gonna take normal lines.
Random side note, I think an advertisement just popped up on my YouTube playlist, so ignore the woman talking. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. That is. Oh boy.
Yeah, Funky not being he's being the obese person he is, not going tight enough to avoid that.
Yep. In other news, yeah, Sammy had shock, I think.
Yeah.
No, that was act.
Ooh.
That was an SY shock because Jorge got shocked in the box.
I'm not sure. Okay.
It looked like an SY shock because
were SY top 2? I wasn't entirely sure.
They were at least first. I don't know who that is in last. Oh, that's Knee.
Ooh, that's bad.
So maybe.
I think maybe they shocked there because they're confident they'll get a second one, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think maybe one of them were in a mech. Oh yeah.
Okay, that's good. They were predicting a chain there. Yeah, there's no way Sammy has shock yet.
I don't see a way back for VC here in this race.
Yeah, no. SY are top 2, 4, 6.
Right.
I think unless Edge is first.
No. Edge is 4th.
Edge is 4, yeah.
Late shot coming in.
Oh boy. Oh boy, Jorge.
Ooh, Jorge.
Oh boy, Jorge. He just literally got career-ended by a bomb.
I think what happened there was he was initially driving towards the bomb and was gonna hop out of the way, but the shock came, so that momentum probably carried him into that bomb. I think that's what happened with the shock.
Well, no, he dodged. He dodged in a Mega.
Oh, that's a different story. So he ran into the bomb after he dodged.
Yeah.
Oof, that's a big oof.
He was gonna get like first. Yeah.
Still though, okay, SY getting a decent race out of that. They got 37 points there.
Yeah. That's a really good race for SY. Okay.
So 139 to 105, so relatively comfortable here for SY, but obviously still, actually that was the 4th race, so pretty much 2 GPs left, still a lot of time for VC to come back here.
What was spots that race?
It was top 2, 4, 6, or top 2, 5, 6, either one.
Oh, 5, 6. Bagger was 9.
It was top 2, 4, 6, or top 2, 5, 7 actually.
Yeah, it was a plus 15 race.
Okay, I shall check.
I think. I'm not 100% on that. Don't quote me, but I think it was 9. Oh, where'd my pop out go? There we go. Oh boy. Gold mine. Okay. Yeah, I see how this works. Because I already burned Moonview.
Every time you see SY play, you see WGM getting picked. This is one of their signature tracks, actually.
And it makes sense for their spots because they already got rid of Moonview. Oh my god, Ken. Look at that. Look at that beautiful luck from Ken. First set and 4th, he pulls a Mega. What else do you expect?
Bagging battle's pretty even at the moment, but VC are occupying 2-4-5. I believe SY's first though, so mixed spots. Good backspam there from Hava.
SY are bottom 2 by a mile and a half.
Hava reduced the driving range there because he backed it to the side of the bomb car there, or the cart. Sorry.
It looks like Jax is starting to break in first. Yeah, Knees in second. He will eventually just get a huge lead.
Sammy's winning the bagging battle, though. Shock will be very important here for VC.
Oh, yeah. No, he had Bill. Did he? No. No, he had a golden.
We do see SY are bottom 2, though, just based on the minimap. So
yeah.
Shock will definitely change the race around for either team because SY are probably holding dodges. Oh, and can actually force to use the Mega there from that backspam.
They would have shocked there.
Yeah, I was about to say that SY are probably holding dodges, and also Ken.
He has shock. He has shock.
Ken was holding a Mega until that.
They're probably gonna get TS. Yeah. Oh, that's even worse. Yeah. There was a Bill in play for Jorge as well.
Yeah, Jorge caught up with that Bill. Shock comes in. TS is
Hold
first.
on. That was a VC shot.
It was a late pull from VC.
Yeah, I thought Act had it because he started going forwards like on like 120.
Unlucky pull there to pull a POW, not protecting himself from the red.
And he's just gonna have to hold this.
Despite the TS, SY are still gonna get a decent race out of this. It looks.
Yeah,
like.
They got 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
They're getting 8th, but that's like a decent race win.
Yeah, I mean, it was fair though. The shock was fair for Sammy to pull there because he was winning pretty much the entire race. But yeah, I thought maybe Act had it at one point in 9th, but that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
If
it looked like it too.
If he were to have it in 9th, SY probably would have gotten at least top 3.
Oh yeah, no doubt. The 1, 5, 6, 7.
33 points.
What's that? 9 as well. Okay. I'll do the bot. All right. Good looks, Nick. Yeah, that's all right. It should be about a plus 40 overall for SY. Somewhere in there.
Somewhere around that, yeah.
Yeah, plus 39.
2 to 133.
Yeah, it's after 5. It's not amazing, but it's better than probably what a lot of people expected.
I'm going to make a tiny change here. I'm going to change the scoreboard real quick because the scoreboard I currently have has a uppercase V, so for OCD standards, this is much needed. And another advert on YouTube. I'm going to have to change that. But yeah, so far, SY are definitely making use of whatever items they have and also making use of their running ability. Even if they don't have shock, they're still outrunning VC. So VC are going to have to do something to change the tides around.
Yeah. I honestly... What are they starting? Are they starting top 2, 4? 1, 3, 4.
1, 3, 4.
Yeah, no, this is a good track pick for them. I don't know what SY are going to pick with these spots. I think that would work. Any of these tracks work, honestly. Yeah, except Coconut, but like pretty much any of these tracks work for SY spots. It's gonna go BC3. Okay. I am imagining a lot of Ultra Spam lap 1.
A lot. Quite a bit, especially from Mura and Havo.
And maybe even Ken, I don't know if he'll want to risk it, but I could see it.
Ken is definitely one to go for risks like that, though, so I could see that. Yeah. But him starting in first, I doubt that's going to happen unless he doesn't pull anything to block out with.
Mura just had the biggest Dante draft I've seen in about 2 years.
I love the allusion to Dante there. He hasn't... Oh, he's going to go for cut here, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. There's no way he's not going for cut.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
He was going for it very quickly there. Was afraid of getting bumped, but just didn't have the proper alignment there.
Yeah.
I like that he went quick there, but yeah.
Okay, the other Daisy is Havo.
Yeah, Havo definitely they wanted to pick Daisy tracks just to they picked Daisy just to pick Daisy tracks, honestly.
Yeah. I can't see who's up there.
It's mainly VC, actually.
VC.
No, I should say
SY are probably top 4.
2,
I think they are.
3, 4.
Yeah, no, there's a Daisy. There's 2 Daisies and a Rosa, so they're at least.
They are top 4. They are top 4. Yeah, I can't confirm, but this probably won't last too long. There's a blue coming in. 2 blues
in a solid 5 seconds. Love to see it.
And the cut is unblocked, so this top 2 won't. Well, we do see Jorge actually broken completely.
Yeah, Jorge's gone. He's a goner. There's no. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, VC are currently occupying 5, 6 or 5, 7, 8 currently. I think their topmost spot is second right now. I believe that's Edge in second, but
yeah. Okay, that was 2 bombs in a solid 2 seconds.
It still it was a neutral bomb though because it did hit Mur as well.
I don't know what's going. I see Ken holding a star. I don't know if there's a shock in play.
If VC have shock here, the meta pretty much is to unblock cut and then but the thing is they're so far back to a point where they can't really catch up.
Yep, nope, there's the shock.
That's probably the right thing to do. Good cut there from Ken.
Oh, knee had Bill. Why wouldn't knee have Bill?
So it is going to be a 2-3-4 then for VC.
At least,
what a good recovery there. I think that was the only real spot you could have used shock, dodging Ken in the star and then taking cut.
Oh, okay. I just got blued on the line, but it's not going to do much of anything. I think it's just 2-3-4.
Mm-hmm. And we also did see I believe Havo failing Ultra. He did.
Oh yeah, that's Havo in the last. I think either Havo or Mura.
Oh. You know what? I'm gonna take a random guess and say it's Havo because Mura is much more consistent with Ultra than Havo is. It's just
I feel like I saw Havo in the pack though.
Yeah, it was Havo. Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 6.
I do like the risk. I do like the risk taking from Havo, but it just didn't come off in the end.
Okay. So VC are down 30 halfway through. This can go one or two ways from here. They can either grab the momentum, or they can just hit the brakes. It's only gonna go one of two ways.
Yeah, so VC actually slimmed it down to a 10-point gap here. Oh, I meant to put 199. Very good race there from VC. Yeah, that was honestly the only place they could have used shock there, and they used it effectively.
If Ken had made cut lap 1, he was gonna be gone. He would have been a goner.
Oh yeah, he would have been. Yeah, but Jorge caught up too, so it probably would have been a battle for first between him and Jorge.
Yeah.
But yeah, Koopa Cape. Both teams actually opted to pick this, but I do think this favors SY a little more because they start off in first and bottom spots as well.
Okay, top 3 all got Shroomba. Yep. Love these servers.
You gotta love Wiimmfi, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Ooh. Hold on, I need to check that out.
Depending on what VC pulls here, or I'm sorry, depending on how far VC catch up, you'll probably see some schlagging from Ken.
Where the hell did that first red go?
I like that strategy. I actually really like that. Edge slowed down so that Ken could red Jorge there. I like that.
Yeah, that was smart. I think that was probably the best thing they could have done.
Right. The thing is, I wasn't sure where VC were behind Ken and Edge, if they were like 2-3-4-5, if Ken was gonna like opt to schlag, or if he was gonna try to red Jorge. But
is he gonna go for the? Oh, he missed a Shroomba. That is tough.
Shroomba with reds.
I think that's still tricky. Top 3. No, that's Beacon second.
The thing about taking Shroomba with reds is that they're very tricky. You need to time it perfectly and hope that the Shroom pops in front of you.
The Shroom just bounced behind him.
Yeah.
He didn't get really lucky there.
Even if you time it perfectly with the red, the Shroom sometimes...
That is rough. Did he passed it to Neo, but... Was it the beggar? Oh, yeah. No, it was Mura. Okay. I see a lot of VC back here, though, which... Don't know how that would work. Is that... No, that's the beggar. That's either Sammy or Act. I don't know which one I saw. I think I saw Act there. So
if
that's
VC
Sammy.
have shock here, the best thing to do probably is just get into boxes right here. That's the only way I see them coming back. There it is.
He got a blooper as his chain. That is rough.
We do see Edge, though, in...
Edge is gone,
second.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Oh, it's first. I apologize.
Yeah.
Is there only...
One bottom 3, though.
Ken needs to pull triple reds here, but he only pulls triple shrooms.
Yeah. I mean, this could work, but...
I only see it bringing him up, like, one spot, though.
Yeah. There's a late, really late... Yeah.
No, it doesn't. Oh, 2-3-4.
Oh, that's rough. 2-3-4 for SY. 1-5-6 at least for VC.
So what exactly did you see that race? Like, how did you? Because at first there a couple of VC players were up there, but then they ended up losing their spots.
I didn't like the decision to go for the Shroomba from Ken. I mean, everything that happened after that, he really couldn't do anything about, but that first, just even going for it in that position just wasn't, I don't think, the right idea.
Yeah. I mean, Ken's a very solid player, so honestly, you would expect him to make that Shroomba 9 times out of 10, but even if, like I said, even if you time it perfectly, sometimes with reds, it's just iffy because the Shroom will pop up somewhere random.
Yeah.
So I would have liked to have seen him play it safe there. If he had a green, by all means, go for it. But since he only had a red, I think, yeah, it would have been better to play it safe.
And he had a nanner in his pocket, so we couldn't even do much of anything. We haven't seen either of the two draft tracks yet, which I could see SY picking here. Yeah. Seeing a lot more coconut, though. pretty interesting, given their spots. Okay, what is that? A 33-point gap? Yeah, that was only a +3 race.
So that's why I still have a comfortable lead here. I believe that's 5 races left because there was one DC. Apologies for the score mishap on the last race. Very good pull. Oh, good backspin.
That's a laggy backspin. Jake's bagging.
Laggy or not.
That's a good pull.
Oh. Laggy or not, though, Jax is known for his amazingly timed backspams.
Yeah. It looks like SY are top 3.
It looks to me that way too. And who's winning the bagging battle? It looks to me like Act is. Yeah. Actually, no. They might have crossed paths again. So still not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Kenna's a mega. They're 2, 3, 4, 5. I think from the looks. Yeah.
Sammy's winning in the battle. Star comes out from
one of the baggers went forward. Was that Sammy?
Yeah, Sammy. It looks to me like Sammy
has... That's a VC shock, then.
Sammy has shock. He's currently... No, they're chaining boxes.
Oh, yeah.
They're chaining boxes.
Get a mega here, Cam. Come on. No, nothing.
Stars and megas galore right now, but still nobody dodging up.
Nothing, yeah.
Is he going to power at him here? No, Neo's in front of him.
That is a rough pull for Jorge. He lost, like, 5 spots from that.
Yeah. Relatively mixed spots, it looks like, from both sides.
I think it was a 1-3 for, or 1-4 for, VC. I'm not 100% on that.
Right. A little unlucky.
I didn't see Edge or a Knee at all that race, so...
Knee was in second. Knee got second out of that.
Okay. I didn't see Edge at all. So
I think a 1-3 for first, SY, so, actually. 1-5, maybe? No, it was
2-3-5 for VC. 2-3-5-7. That's like a +1, I think.
+1 for VC. That is correct, yes.
Yeah. Not ideal, but it's a start.
Yeah, it was a little unlucky from Sammy there not to pull shock, because even though SY were in a lot of stars, it was mainly at the end of lap 2 that they were using their stars, so maybe potentially they could have dodged Ken first set and possibly established some top spots there.
And Act also, I think Act spammed the bill, or like used the bill, because I saw him just fly forward.
Right.
So what is that, 4 left?
It seems to me like there are 4 left, yeah.
Okay. Good. This is a decent pick from VC. I was wondering why they didn't pick or SY didn't pick BC Wii when they were top 3.
Yeah, especially because they're very adept at taking glitch.
Yeah. I personally would have picked BCB with those top 3 spots, but they didn't. Might work, might not. Who knows?
Peach Gardens is a decent reset track. I would have liked to have seen maybe RBC coming out, but I think this is still good, decent for VC.
Yeah, and he goes for a dive like he always does. Not too shocked by that. I mean,
yeah. I mean, if you're a retired Mogi main, I should say, because he doesn't play anymore. Yeah, your first instinct is to go for items there.
Yeah. I think SY have a lot, or VC have a lot of the middle spots. Yeah, they have to.
It looks to me like they have like 4, 5, and possibly worst case 2, 3, 4, 5 at the moment. Yeah.
Because I know VC or SY are at least first.
This won't last too long because you do know
it's Gardens, yeah. It looks like Sammy's winning the bagging battle by 1.5 miles.
Not just a mile and a half.
What is Act doing? It looks like he's burning shrooms. He has to be burning shrooms.
Well, one of the baggers is sitting in the back right now, so...
Yeah, it looked like he was burning shrooms because he's just hitting walls. Yep.
Interesting backspam there from Mura. Even though he...
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sure Ken wasn't expecting to be backed in 8th. Jorge with an unfortunate TC, though.
He's just training triple shrooms. Yeah, Sammy has shock. He's just tucked in a corner.
Yeah, if you're VC though, I would probably just say hold this for now.
Hold until at least last set. Try to get megas and stars.
Ooh,
and there's mega number
use
1.
It now? That is the question. That's a telling sign they don't have it then.
Yeah.
Does that mean Act cheese in a 9th?
I don't know. He hasn't touched the box in a while, and he might have. He's just
top 2?
dancing. Yeah. That's why our top 2.
Yeah, they probably pulled like shrooms and goldens and ended up catching up to VC there.
Yeah, they pulled triple shrooms first set, both of them.
And there's
that's Mara dodging. Yeah. Top 2-4. That'll make it. That's like a plus. I think they got 6 as well. I think that's like a plus 14.
Yeah, Jorge got 6 from the mini map.
Yeah, and Act will be getting 9th. That's just unfortunate if you're Sammy. I think that puts it.
VC were top spots going into lap 3, but yeah, obviously pretty much almost everyone from SY pulled shrooms in that scenario.
Yeah, I mean, if you get a first set triple shrooms, you're basically home free. Like, you're not gonna get touched that race unless by some miracle there's 3 blues. But
so 299, 22. Yeah, so SY back on the winning circle there with that race, and now they're actually up by 44 at this point with 3 races left. So
yeah,
at VC were looking to make a comeback there, but then they ended up fizzing out there. A little unlucky, honestly, I'd say, for VC, because they were Sammy was getting the better of Act in terms of the bagging battle, but didn't get rewarded.
Yeah, that's what happens with Garden. So someone always gets so much further back, and then it's just a 9th place shot.
Right.
Okay, 3 left. This is doable for if you're VC, but I wouldn't say it's likely.
Right.
They can definitely pull out some strong races and squeeze out a little 367.
True. But yeah, I do think that the lead, it's still deserved for SY because GP1 they did outplay VC, but it's a little unlucky for VC to be down by this much rather than like the teens or maybe like 10, 20.
Yeah.
But we'll see how they bounce back here.
Something in that range would be a lot more respectable given how well they've drove. Knees outperformed pretty much what anyone's expected. I think
he's been doing pretty well. Like he like I said before that expect Knee to mainly focus on pack play, but he has actually gotten up there a few times and kept his spots.
This is a good track pick. It's a very out there pick, but it's a good one.
This is either gonna be absolutely genius or just not. It just won't work at all. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, it's Murrah in second, so he's pretty much gone if he gets like green or something. He pulled the shroom first set.
Are they going all run or one of the teams?
Yeah.
VC, I think, are just going all run this particular race.
The Mario is Sammy.
Oh,
that is really rough.
That's the worst place to get fibbed in that track because you're easily susceptible to getting bumped off.
Yeah. Act is just chaining boxes in last.
I think Ken's going for a dodge. That might mean they have shock.
Trying for shock.
Or maybe he's trying to get shock, yeah.
He's trying for it, yeah. He's chaining all his boxes. He's pulling shrooms. SY have all the dodges. Yep.
I don't think SY are gonna shock though because VC are spreading out their dodges, especially with Ken chaining a star into a star.
Yeah,
But
any star to act.
so SY got first for sure. It looks like a good race for SY actually.
No, they got bottom
Actually,
two.
oh yeah, you're right. It'll probably be like top two, bottom two. Yeah, it is top two, bottom two.
Top 2-7, bottom 2. That's a -1 race.
Yeah.
So basically, all they need to do is get like first this race, and they win.
Yeah. So +1 for SY, right?
Yeah, that's a plus. Okay, they just forfeit. We're going to match 2.
Ooh, going to match 2 already?
Yeah, it's 44 in 2 races, I think. That's more than understandable, honestly.
I don't know about that though. I actually
Oh
don't.
no, it was 50. So
It's
you need
50
like a
right now.
top. You need a top 3-5 and a top 3-7.
I don't like I don't like that forfeit idea though, because you can still come back.
And
Very hard
we
to, but
do know that it is trolling match 2.
okay, yeah, and like I said
So,
before, VC I think would have the advantage in trolling because of the prowess of Sammy, which
Mr.
is yeah.
Daniel Cosmic. And I don't believe Ryan Sco is around either. So this could be really good for VC. Like this
Right.
could be an insanely big win.
You know what though? I still don't approve of the reset idea, because
I mean,
I mean the
you cut their momentum where it's at. So I think it's like not a bad idea.
I guess
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
but you could still come back though. Even a top 3-5 will yield about like 28 or so.
Yeah, it's like 29.
29,
But
yeah.
you're basically praying that everything goes right, and in this game you can't really rely on too much.
Right.
As good as everyone in this room is, like you can't rely on everything to go right for 2 races.
Correct. So I'm just gonna update real quick. Zeros across the board for both teams again, but we're gonna have a 1-0 advantage for SY.
Oh yeah, and that it is also 1:40 in the morning
Yeah,
for
for
most of these
East Coasters,
players.
yeah.
Everyone but Sammy and everyone but Sammy and Mura. It
Yeah.
is a
See,
1:40 in the
right
morning.
now it's only 10:40 because I live in PST, so I'm still sitting pretty. But
Yeah.
for a lot of other people watching the stream, also, yeah, it's kind of late.
Yeah, it's not a good look right now. But I mean, it was either this time or in October. So.
Right. They organized for this time because Knee was available at this time only. So we're at least glad that we're able to provide a stream for you guys. So yeah.
Yeah, at the very least.
Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Why isn't this working? I'm gonna have to spread that out more.
Oh no, they wouldn't have won. Never mind. With top 3-5 and top 3-7, they would have lost by 2. So they would have needed a top 4 at least.
Or a top 3-5 and a top 3-6.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I just the only thing I see from that is I think maybe VC just wanted to. They didn't want to get demotivated with more losing races. So they're just like, all right, let's just run it back right now. Like, let's just go.
Let's just run it back our way, and then we can just get momentum. And
I think maybe they just didn't want to give SY more confidence.
Yeah, I think that's exactly the thought process there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are your predictions for this match since it's trolling now?
The trolling, I don't think Act is that good of a troller. I haven't seen him troll much, but I don't think he's too good of a troller.
I don't even know if they're gonna. Yeah, I think Act is still gonna troll, but Act is not a bad troller from what I know, but he's not as experienced and as proficient as Sammy, I would say.
Yeah. No, Sammy's probably the most well-versed troller in this community.
You think so?
I think so. At this point, of the people who troll, I think he's the most well-versed. I mean, he's been doing it since basically 2014 at the latest.
Very experienced.
And he's always been known for having this immense luck. That's just
yeah, just he's basically like Sasa with a star luck, but just 100 times better than Sasa.
Yeah, like if Sasa was good at everything, that'd be Sammy.
Right.
Sammy's is a really good Sasa, and it's just insane.
Right.
He is.
Yeah, I do see VC coming away with this one, but anything can happen. Obviously, in trolling wars especially. Trolling wars, fucking anything can happen. It's even more unpredictable than Suya. It's just.
Yeah, I honestly think this could be a really I think this match can get out of hand within 2 GPs for SY. And I'm just saying that because of the strength of Sammy as a troller.
Right.
I genuinely think Sammy can pull something out of his ass.
It's a typical Sammy thing to do. Pull something out of his ass.
Because if there's anyone who's capable of pulling 8 stars in a row or hitting 4 people with a bill, it's Sammy.
Exactly. Or you know what? I'm gonna be right back for about 20 seconds because I'm thirsty. So I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay. I am back, ladies and gentlemen. Yo,
you know, what's up?
I was gonna say, if you really want to sleep, we do have whatchamacallit, we do have Alex US who can possibly cast.
Nah, I want to see Sammy pop off because
okay,
boys helped me out a lot this year.
But you're not gonna be able to do match 3, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah, so Alex will be subbing in for you then, worst case.
Oh yeah, Anthony, I'm just gonna have to say no because you live in Canada. No shame about that. You're just a little weird.
All right, so I actually didn't pick up on the spots though. I think it's still the same spots.
3, 4, 8, 10.
Oh.
So,
okay.
Pretty much the exact same spots.
1, 3, 4, 8, 10 for VC, yeah.
No, wait, no, that doesn't work. No.
They were.
Because Aspire host.
Oh, SY host. Oh yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. Thunder, I'm just gonna say no to that right away because it'll be 2:45 a.m. and I'm trying to do. I have places to be tomorrow.
I mean, Alex said he was here if needed. So if he wants to hop on, he can.
Yeah. But not for match.
Yeah, for match 3, it'll just be me and Alex. So I told Alex he can hop on if he wants to.
Oh yes, Anthony, I can do that right now.
But yeah, this is trolling though, so spots don't matter too much in the end.
Yep.
Ken again gonna go for the Shroomba this time. He's successful.
That worked. Yeah, they're just gonna go for stars.
I like that snipe there coming out. Still keeping first.
Was that Jake or?
I think it was Jax. Yeah, it was Jax.
And he's slowing them as well. Yeah, that's not a good start.
Jack's known for his back spams, but he can get those snipes too if he wants.
Act is the Mario, so just watch for that.
All right.
I think he has a star. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Both of them.
At first I thought he started Jax, but he lagged out of that one.
Yeah, they both lagged out of it. I think.
Neither bagger successful with their attempts here.
They both have stars.
Act opting not to try to troll there at that particular moment. Ooh.
Oh my god, did he bump him away from it too? Yeah, he did.
I think he did, yeah.
He did.
Very gutsy move there from Ken, but it ended up working out.
Jake is gone.
You mean?
I think, yeah.
Gone the other way.
Yeah. I think he's all the way gone. I think he's in like 5th or 6th. Yo, wait, Gino's in the chat? What's up, kid?
Hey. We do see Axe streaming up though. He might, I think, does Sammy have shot? No, he's waiting for somebody probably to star or Bill.
It looks, oh no, Act has a golden.
Yeah. Sammy's going for the troll, so he doesn't have shock yet. So no shock into play as of yet. I do think a shock would definitely favor VC.
Is this gonna be a Shroomba? Yes, it is.
There it is. 3 for 3 Shroomba, 2 of them with reds. He does get bumped, but it doesn't matter too much because he has a huge break.
Yeah, sorry for that reaction. I'm just reading this chat right now, and it is classic battle cry.
I'm gonna pay attention to Sammy to see what he does here. If he slows down, that means he has a trolling item, but it doesn't look to me like he's doing anything for now.
He has shock. It looks like one of them has shock.
I don't know what the bottom. I don't know what the spots are.
Whatever Act had, he just dropped it. Yeah, no, there's a shock in play for VC.
Not waiting on the line, so that probably means SY are second currently.
They're gonna. Yep, they called him out. That's top 3. I don't know. I kind of just like hold that, but
yeah,
you know, it's kind of obvious. Act drops a star.
It's a good first race for VC. That's definitely what they needed, especially with that first loss. So good start.
I think the Bowser's Havo.
Yeah, top.
No, the Bowser's.
Neo. I think Neo uses Bowser sometimes.
Yeah. Go Knee. What a god.
Or Neo. I thought it was Neo actually, because Neo actually does use Bowser too, from what I remember.
Neo's the Bowser.
Neo, yeah. Oh, I thought you said Knee. Okay, so Neo.
No, Knee got 3rd.
Okay.
He's one of them. Oh, what's up, Alex?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, Alex US. You can try cast one.
Yes, sir.
See, now this is where you pick Bowser's Castle Wii.
Yeah, big top pick for VC
there. Especially since SY are proficient at it, I think it would just be best to waste that pick, you know?
Treeway works as well.
However, this is trolling, so BC Wii as a track to waste the pick is not actually going to be as beneficial since it's troll, so anything can happen.
Both BC Wii and Treeway are pretty anti-troll tracks, so I don't really work for VC
right.
I'm seeing both from them, so...
VC does come out. So if VC can maintain their top spots and block the glitch here, and obviously avoid the trolls, it's going to be a very, very good thing for VC, because if SY were to have been top spots, they most certainly would have picked BCW to have Mura and Hava go for glitch.
If Neo becomes Ronak for even a split second and pulls Bill, I think this race can pretty much just be chalk.
We do see actually Sammy opt to go backwards right away, or is that Act?
That's Act.
Yeah,
that is
Act to Mario.
Yeah, Act goes back right away. Interesting strategy.
Havo's first, but I think Mura is. Oh, Mura's second.
Ken's first. He's
looks like Mura should be able to take glitch here.
Yeah, he should be. He should be fine unless he fails it, but I don't think he will. Nope, Mura's gone. Mura's an absolute gone. Oh boy, that is
Ken pulling a lucky blue.
To see. It looks like top 2, but I mean, it's Sammy. I mean,
Mura's still gonna keep first though.
Yeah, but it's not. It's gonna be actually favorable because he control.
It's falling right into Sammy's hands, but he ends up avoiding Sammy at first here. He does get trolled.
He hit him.
Yeah.
I think Sammy chained a bill. Yeah, he did. No, he chained a star.
Oh, 5th place gold. And oh, nice.
That was beautiful. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Where did? Okay, that's Havo first. Don't know if it's blocked. I'd imagine it is.
I'd imagine second blocked it right there.
Unlucky TC there.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough. Okay, yeah, that's just Mario Kart.
Oh, so Havo is the Bowser. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, that's gonna be a snipe. Nope.
Not quite.
No. It's just a snipe opportunity there.
Yeah.
I think Sammy has shock.
Act has Act
for sure has.
Yeah, Sammy's.
Oh, he got both of them.
Very good troll there from Act. Good troll sequence there.
Okay, Ken's gonna go for glitch. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said before, Ken is one to take risks if needed. So let's see what happens.
Ken. Come on.
No, he doesn't.
No.
He had a shot
of it.
Yeah. So there's definitely a shock in play. I think they're gonna shock about here.
Mura makes a glitch again.
There's a
oh, what a lucky pull! But no shock.
He's getting first.
Either teams have shock, but Ken does pull ahead first.
Top 2.
Top 3 for VC. Top 3. Wow.
That was the best pull in that scenario.
That's why his top 3 just died.
Yeah. I mean, I think Sammy drove them into the fibs. I don't know, but
it was a combination of probably the pressure from Ken's Mega and the trolling from Sammy.
There was one blue, and there was the star from Sammy, or no, Sammy wasn't in a star. It was Neo's star, so it slowed down their top spots a lot.
Oh, they 2 trolled.
Okay. Oh, Neo did double troll there.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't notice he 2 trolled.
I did not catch that either.
1-3. That's a losing race.
It's a losing race, but it's what's called damage control for VC there.
Yeah.
That race probably should have been much worse.
VC won it by 1.
It should have been a lot worse.
That was a very, very good decision from Neo and the Ant to go double troll though.
I didn't realize how far back he was.
Yeah, it was good awareness from Neo to see that not only the fact that he was slowing down, he was in the back of the pack a little bit, but realizing that SY were in top spots breaking away. Good awareness there. He saved his team's race.
Yeah, it's a +1. It's not terrible, but I think SY would have been looking for like a winning race there.
Not surprised to see the True pick with 1-3 here. They just hops and cuts. Pretty solid strategy for True.
Yeah, I think it's probably the idea they're going with.
It's just a free way to get a good item in a high spot at the beginning of the race. Just break away.
Mm-hmm.
Again, True is a very anti-troll track, so they can just break away and run.
Gardens.
Interesting to see Knee picking Gardens, though.
I don't agree with that pick at all from Knee.
Yeah, I don't see why.
Especially with the way the last time Peach Gardens went, because SY ended up getting top spots out of that. So.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Triple shrooms. That's what he wants. Is that? Oh, it's an early top 3, but it's this track, so.
It's an early top 3, but that's gonna be pretty bad for VC here, even on trolling. It's hard to pull shrooms in 4-5 reliably, although Ken does do it right there.
Ken change shrooms, yeah.
Jorge doing a nice job with slagging with reds, giving his top 2 a little bit of a break.
I think they have shrooms in top 2 as well.
Ooh, good star there.
Yeah. I don't know why Axe drove away. I don't think he should have.
Act giving his top spots a bit of a break here, but it looks to me like it looks like Sammy got sniped though, so
Sammy hit it. Yeah, Sammy got hit.
Yeah.
How about to cut there in second, giving top 2 a huge.
He's holding that mega. No, they're all in their shit. Okay.
Ooh, that's a bump there. I was gonna say that holding a mega here might still be a good idea, but he got bumped in the end, so I think he should probably chain this into last set.
Chain it last set, yeah. That top 2 break is disgusting.
Ooh, yeah. Sammy does have a trolling item though, it looks like. We'll see what happens.
That is top 4. Just
top 4 for us.
Into that green.
Yeah, they're just gonna avoid top 2.
I'm really surprised Ken opted not to chain the mega last set there, because they were falling very far behind.
I think, yeah, no, I think Act has shock. He's just not using anything. So I think they were gonna try to predict, but they were top 4.
I think Ken's just trying to cheese a dodge at the very end, but with Act most likely having shock, I don't know. But that's a very good goal.
Oh, that's a really nice
good bomb on Jorge.
Look at this luck.
That was a clutch bomb, but still going to be a top 2 for SY.
Who the hell would pull items like that? Like, who else?
I'm going to pay attention to see whose bomb that was specifically. Yeah.
That was, I think that was... I think that was Neo. Not too sure. I think it was Neo.
Yeah, it was Neo in the end. Very solid bomb.
That was
snipe there.
Nice bomb.
Even though SY got a winning race out of that, that one singular bomb snipe ended up
saving.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's pretty early on, but yeah, that was a really good bomb.
Oh, Jorge still got 4th.
Jorge,
he still got 4th.
Yeah.
He recovered very well from it. I'm assuming he pulled a golden right after that and just trimmed
probably.
Yeah, maybe so.
But, top 2, 4, 5 for SY.
Was it possible that he lagged out of that or no?
I think it's possible, but I think it's more possible that he just got bombed and pulled a golden right after. The back was extremely close.
It looked like it landed on his head, so.
Yeah, that's definitely the race SY needed. Again, a questionable track pick there coming out from from Knee. Obviously, looking back on hindsight is easy to do, but if you're top spots, I don't know about Gardens there, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst tracks for first, as there's just a beginning cut. Someone else can get into first right away. If you pull triple shrooms, you're pretty much gone.
Yep.
SY turning the tables very quickly. They're actually up by 3 now.
Oh, word. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I did take the lead with 3 there.
GV? Okay. I mean, there's that one extremely obvious troll spot, but that's not going to get used till lap 3, even if it does get used at all.
Yeah, this is another one of those tracks that just is very anti-troll.
Yeah.
Very hard to hit people. It's very bumpy. The high acceleration on the start doesn't necessarily help all that much.
Yeah, exactly. If he pulls a shroom here, I'm losing my shit.
Yeah. He does.
Yep, shroom there.
You know, that's typical UT luck.
Yep.
I mean...
He opts to go wide here, though. I think maybe just to avoid some potential back spams.
Yeah.
Just to play safe with the shroom, get into first early.
Because Havo might have... Yeah, Havo has a... Oh, he has triple green.
Okay.
Triple greens, backs them all in the cut. Actually messes Ken up quite a bit.
Yeah, and the blooper didn't help, but... That's like the one time a blooper affects the...
I do like that a lot from Havo. Just the awareness of who was behind him, possibly going to attempt cut and backing those greens. Very, very good awareness.
It looks like Act has shock in 9. Not 100% on that. Yeah, Jorge's begging for a dodge. That's a shock in 9. Hate to see it.
You wonder if SY is going to do a lap 2 shock, especially because it's trolling. Although I think most D1 teams tend to opt out of lap 2 shocks and Grumble.
Yeah.
But with Nia taking the cut here, it looks like they're going to hold it.
It looks to me like a lot of the spots are relatively mixed, but SY are occupying probably 1-3 at the moment.
They are 1-5, it looks like.
Oh, okay, 1-5. Yeah, top 2 for VC. Or no. No, sorry.
No.
That was a troller.
That's Havo.
Yeah.
No, is that no? That's not Havo.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jax here has triple shrooms. He just shroomed up past Ken.
It's for might
be like top for SY.
There's gonna be a shock in about now.
Mixed spots going into the cut though.
Nope, nothing.
I would be surprised
top
if they
2.
Oh, that's gonna be
top 2.
Solid run there from Edge.
Top 2 5.
Yes.
I think SY got bottom 2, unless there's a funky there.
It does look like SY got bottom 2.
That's basically a flip of the last race.
Yep. Unfortunate for Act, kind of just being useless that race, just holding the shock the whole entire race. Didn't actually end up using it.
Yeah.
His team. You wonder if that's a missed opportunity of Jax not calling the shock there, but you can't really tell.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, like in that particular scenario, I do think that holding a shock wasn't a bad idea at first. Obviously, hindsight is easy, but it was just unfortunate. Yeah, because lap 3, everyone was just taking the cut. It was just all mixed up. So, yeah.
That's a close GP, I think.
And I do believe
like a 126.
37-point race there from VC.
Yeah. They did also give Edge like triple shrooms in first or something close to that.
Yeah, triple shrooms on Grumble Volcano should be a free first if you're 100% consistent on rock. Even on it's so hard to hit people. Oh,
Sammy pulled it at the end. Okay.
Oh, so Act actually didn't have shock there. It's
no, he had it, but Act fell off.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would do it.
Yeah. Hate to see that.
I wouldn't imagine he did that intentionally, but I guess it's possible if he wanted to troll out of cut.
I think he might have hit the boost pad. Because he was sitting like right next to it, so.
Just getting a little antsy there.
Yeah.
Actually ended up costing them a lot.
Yeah, that costs quite a bit.
I thought that being said, that race wasn't horrible for us, but it just wasn't good.
Right. Could have been a lot better.
SY are still only down by 10, so still very feasible. Especially since VC were often running the first 2 or 3 races, and so SY brought it down a little bit. So still very, very possible for SY to get something out of this.
DDR for SY? I mean, they have top 2, but they don't have anything else.
In terms of overall skill in this track, I do think VC have the advantage here a little bit. VC are very, very adept at running DDR, but so are SY. They're still a very good team. But from the UT days, I remember this core picking DDR pretty much every war. So
yeah, they always pick those.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, SY's second, the Wario burnt out, so they're not gonna have that top 2 break. Well, Murray streams up immediately just to fill a spot a little bit.
And Jax is the last. Jax is the last person you want to be in first right now, and he's currently in first. Expect Jax to break away unless he gets sniped up here.
Come on, Ken.
Oh, just too much to the right there.
Hit the bats. Yeah.
But here comes Sammy.
Come on, Dan. Come on, Dan.
Oh, there it is. He got them both.
Got them both. Yeah.
There's that trolling prowess again.
Okay. No, that's rough. That is rough.
Right after.
That is top 3 at least. top 4, but it's trolling on DDR.
Bottom 3 for VC.
4.
Doesn't look like Act's going for any of them right now. He may just have Shock.
Yeah.
I would imagine he has Shock just sitting there.
And I do think having Shock in this particular scenario is actually better for SY than trolling, unless they all go for Ultra and catch up, but that's risky.
If I'm SY, you have to use it there. The entire VC is in cut in their bottom spots.
Right.
You're dodging 1 in a Mega, but obviously they're just going to be stuck in the sand.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of them couldn't see that.
Bottom 4 for VC, even though they took cut.
Sammy's gonna pull some magic out of his ass right now.
Bottom 4, yeah.
He's gonna. I think he got a Bill or a Golden.
I'm honestly really surprised that VC were not really up there at all in any part of the race. I'm a little.
They just got like murdered at the start.
I think maybe their item luck also wasn't particularly the best.
It was an unfortunate blue TC combo for Ken there.
Yeah.
For sure, that ruined everything they had in the front. That's why I just broke away from there.
He couldn't really do much there either because he just got like. It just got chucked from fucking Guam. Once that happens, I think it's pretty much like lights out.
Top 4, yeah. That's...
Yep. Top 4, 10, missing the fridge, but still obviously a devastating race for DC.
I still count a top 4 as a fridge no matter what, though.
No. Top 4 9's the only fridge. If you think top 4 is a fridge, you don't deserve to play this game.
So VC should be down about 19 now. I believe 19 on the dot.
That sounds right.
Which is obviously manageable, but it's not the position you want to be when SY is up a match. You only have a few races left to come back.
Oh boy, I am...
MC3 is obviously not that out of a pick. It's a very luck-reliant track, but you can run it from here to here. But it's trolling, so it's going to be very hard for SY to pull anything here.
Yeah.
And DKS is also a typical SY track as well. If it picks it, okay, it's MC3.
MC3, yeah.
Fortunately for VC and unfortunately for SY, MC3 is picked.
Yeah.
I would imagine we see a few SY players dropping here at the start just so they don't get an overload of items at the beginning.
Probably 2-3.
I would imagine.
Yeah, Jorge didn't even start up.
So yeah, 3-4 it looked like. Ken again with the lucky pull there. You can just hold these all race, shrimp through the cut each lap. But...
I don't know if Knee's joking, but if he said if VC are down by 50 at any point, match is over.
And actually, Act pulls triple reds right off the bat. He opts not to go for Ken there.
I think he hit the pipe and he kind of just decided against it.
It looked like Ken just shrimp past him. He was already too far ahead. There was no point in racing.
Relatively mixed spots here, but SY are 1-3 and VC are 2-4.
Ken might be able to get in the first, and he does.
He does, yeah.
Careful VC up here.
Act has a golden.
VC have shock, it looks like?
I'd imagine because Dan hasn't used anything.
There it is.
They're shocked.
3 of them dodged.
Yeah, that's a really good shot.
That's huge.
And again,
and he's gonna watch him pull ultra. Oh my god. Oh my god. And
me with the 8th place Bill and Ken with the Mega.
Ken, please turn off your GCTs. We don't want to get caught.
Coming in close. Act with the huge bump on Ken. Looks like he's gonna get last here. Oh,
yeah, that went from a top 4 to a 5 bottom 2.
That pow was killer.
You know,
yeah, that was a really
destroyed BC's top 3 right there.
That was a really good pow.
I'm not entirely sure if Act meant to do that, especially with the POW coming in, but regardless, whether or not it was intentional, it was clutch.
It
what
worked.
Act was just trying to do is
It
just
worked.
swerve into whoever, see if they can wheelie bump,
and luckily
and
the
it
POW
paid
came
off.
right at that exact same time.
You can't even counter that. That POW is just
nothing you could do about it at all.
Top 2-5.
Top 2. Wow. Complete 180 from what that race was looking like.
Yeah, from what it probably should have been. As Troll, I think that puts them down to by 30. I think
that is correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So they need to step it up because, according to me, down by 50, it's a forfeit.
Yes, down 3. So it looks like any top 3 race here, as long as they get 9th, that would be a forfeit if what Nee said is true.
Yeah.
But I would imagine they would have to play it out in D1 finals.
It kind of It kind of sucks though that this match, it's kind of off topic, but that this match is being hosted so late. Because I would assume that if this were much earlier, we would have at least like probably 80 viewers right now. But regardless, I still like that we have 50 viewers despite the time. So I appreciate you guys for staying up.
Okay, good.
Daisy Circuit coming out for VC.
Yeah, Nee just said it's a joke, but I mean, 50 last match.
Nee said, "I think I'm gonna play League after this GP."
Love that. Love that.
Daisy Circuit's definitely an odd track to be getting picked in D1. Nevertheless, anywhere.
X pick.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a really good pull for Havo.
I would just break. It looked like he killed his partner a little bit, though.
Yeah, he killed his teammate.
I don't know. Mer's just back up and running.
And he's a bit short. Would have been a really nice snipe, but doesn't connect. What is that? 3, 4, 5, 6. I think.
Yeah. Troll coming in from
3 for
Sammy.
5.
It looks like.
Yeah, that was Sammy.
Act trolled VC's looked like 3, 4 there.
Act trolled.
Act's just coming in huge right now.
Yeah, that was a very good spot. That's a very good spot to stop in because the runners usually still have momentum from that boost panel, so it's hard to avoid trolls there.
Yeah, I think it's 2, 4, 6 still though. Don't understand why he's just holding this mega in last.
Very odd failure from Ken there.
Okay, they predict. That's a good prediction. 2 of VC dodged, I think. Unless Neo died.
Yeah, that was an SY shock. It was an SY shock.
Okay.
That was SY's, yeah. And Jorge got blued after.
It's unfortunate for Jorge. SY is still top 2, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dodging a mega is good, but not good enough in that particular scenario. So, still a good shock from SY, even with
3, 4, 5, 6.
If Ken were to have a star, that'd be a different story. He'd probably catch up to second, but
yeah, it looks like Act is getting 9th as well.
Depending upon where the last 2 SY members place, this could be pretty devastating for VC here. Fortunately for them, they do get bottom 2 there. Top 2, bottom 2 is not devastating,
so
but
it's only +5.
It's not what they want.
What is that? 5 left?
5. Yes, 5 left.
It was something like that.
So 5 left, down 35. Not ideal, but
not ideal, but it's more than doable.
They can pretty much claw back in one race here with the top 4.
Yeah.
But that's asking for a lot.
No doubt. Oh boy.
231 to 196.
Oh boy. I am just gonna let that sit for a minute.
TF has been picked. This will
Yeah.
definitely favor. Well, actually, I don't know. SY.
I mean, they're only top 2.
Right, but
They
it's
have
a
no drafting
trolling.
spots.
It is trolling, so it's not particularly too advantageous.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but oh no. Doesn't get the draft on second.
Looked like 4th did get the draft.
I would say Ken should
Golden
probably just
is-
use this golden right now and get up there, yeah.
Jackpotted.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
He's been doing it the whole war.
Did he bump? No, he didn't bump Havo off.
Nah, Havo
Did get
got
killed.
out of his way.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely murdered.
That bump did help. I think Havo probably lost a protection item.
I wouldn't be surprised to see VC top 2 here.
Act is opting to troll. That's
very yeah. It's
Very good troll.
It's a good starting
still
spot to
top
troll there, honestly.
I don't know who's behind Ken. Ken
looks like an SY member.
Yeah.
Yeah, VC's still top 3 though, and they're already actually broken away pretty far.
Oh, that's Neo. That's Neo.
Yeah.
That's top 4.
Yeah.
It's top 4 for
I'm not
VC
sure
here.
what happened to SY, to be honest.
That's a good bill.
Good build from Act there.
I looked back on my stream. It was Mura who
the track.
failed the shroomless. It was only one who failed though.
Give this man a mega. Nope.
Oh.
Oh, I thought Jorge failed Shroomless for a second. I would have lost my mind.
Oh, ooh, that's good recovery. Mura fails shroomless again though, so Mura's definitely getting last.
Yeah. It looks like top 257 for VC.
I'm assuming Mura goes back
247.
here
Yeah,
in
top
2
247.
trolls. You have to that
hope
far
he
back.
would, yeah.
Neither troller have shock, I don't think, at this point.
Top 245 for VC. Oh, nope. Never mind.
Looks like SY members up there. Has to be at least
they're in
one.
second.
Yeah. They're second.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's a
rough
mega.
for Knee. Nope, Knee lived.
It's fine. But not a great race for VC there.
Especially with how that started for them.
Yeah,
I think they still,
huge break.
I think they still got
Act hit
first. If I'm not
everything.
mistaken.
Yeah, they got first.
They got first, and then I believe they got 5, 6, 7.
They might have stolen
It
for
might
it.
have been 4.
I think that might be a bottom 2 for SY though.
No.
I'm sure Mura got 8.
It's not bottom 2 because VC got 6.
Oh yeah.
It was on lap 3, yeah. Yep.
Okay, that's a rough
5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's actually a losing race there.
SY are getting these little winning races, so they're just building up the lead steadily.
They're also wasting time to catch up for VC, so it's huge. You only have a set amount of races.
Yeah, currently VC are down by 40 actually, so they're gonna have to pull out something pretty quickly. Thank God, Nee says, thank God SY1 legit the only D1 team in D1.
When you put it that way, you realize it.
I mean, yeah, down 40 though with 4 left, definitely not unwinnable. Still feasible.
Again, the most you can get in a race is plus 41, and that's with the top 5. So anything's achievable as long as they're under that margin.
Yeah, but all running top 5 is just really, really tall task.
Yeah.
So boiny.
For VC here, you're looking for at least a top 3 race here, though. You need some momentum going into this GP.
Something to get you started.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I can't tell if Knee's being serious or not, but he says he's going Dolphin Dasher.
I don't think he is.
Nah, I don't think so.
I mean, if he went Dolphin Dasher, he probably would have picked Sherbertland. He's picking Moo Moo Meadows.
Right.
So.
Yeah, Knee is usually a jokester, though. Like, I don't think he would actually do that. Like, he says he would.
Yeah, D1
but...
finals.
Nah, no way. Desert Hill's coming out from
Desert
SY. Oof. Okay.
It's another interesting pick, but
I see two Dolphins.
I think, you know what? I don't think that's too bad of an idea from SY, even though it is a
I think I did, I'm not sure.
Even though it is a heavy luck track, VC have actually been outrunning SY a little bit for the past few races in the running tracks. So it might not be horrible.
I think there's at least one troller using a Dolphin Dasher. I don't know if
I'm not positive on that one. It does look like Knee and maybe Act 1 Dolphin Dasher.
Yeah.
So I guess Knee was actually serious.
Not that shocked. And this is actually really good for Act because he's Dolphin Dasher on this track.
He does go forward, telling sign that he has shock?
Probably.
Maybe, unless he's just trying to get into a better trolling position. That could be the case. I think maybe he has a star. He could be going into the little meander spot.
He could just be trying to get a different item, but I would assume he has shock now that he's not stopping at these sets here.
Yeah. I think he does.
This is pretty much the place where if you avoid the troller, there's just sand all around you.
It's pretty much the only place you really benefit from trolling.
That's why, if you can only look back a little bit, I believe
Jorge is in second right now. He's the Rosa.
Yeah.
I believe they're also the King Boo, so it looks like they're 2-3.
The Jorge actually got killed there.
Got back, yeah. Dropped on the floor.
This is a very clutch blue from SY.
Blue.
SY are a lot of the mid spots too.
That's Neo, I think. I don't know.
Late shot
yes,
comes in.
Neo.
I know, yeah.
Yep.
Baby Luigi and a Funky Dodge there on the minimap. You know the Baby Luigi's mirror, so it looks like he's going to get first there.
Oh, is he going to back here? One more?
No.
Oh, got triple reds. I think that was a 1-3 for SY.
Yeah, he was chucking reds. 1-3. Oh no.
Yeah, that track definitely paid off, especially because Murrah was the one who picked this track and he dodged up in the end, so he got what he wanted.
Yeah.
If this is a winning race for SY, you got to be feeling for VC here that they don't really have
VC
still chance. No, VC actually get the 1-3.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ooh, okay.
I know I saw Murrah throwing reds. I didn't know.
Josh there. I wonder what happened to Josh because he was the one that dodged in the back there. I just assumed he got first, but I misread the map.
Right.
So +9 race for VC.
Yeah, 290 to 259. So VC pulling it back just a little bit. If you're VC, what track would you go here with 135? RBC is actually a decent pick.
RBC is not an awful pick, but I wouldn't pick it myself. It's just a very troll-heavy track. I mean, it's just 90-degree turns everywhere.
Right.
So many blind spots and just the acceleration of Act is just going to be too much if you're trying to run this. With 135, you're assuming 5 is going to draft up and have your 1-3 in somewhat high spots, but you can outrun a troller sometimes. And I think that's what VC needs here. It's just a big race. They need to get a little lucky too to claw back in.
As a viewer though, as a spectator, Bowser Castle or RBC is a very, very fun track to watch in trolling. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
None of the VC players opt to swerve at all. Anyone from 1-3.
Jake got Wiimmfi.
Yeah, good banana there.
Looks like neither SY member have shrooms, which
No,
is pretty good for VC here. They're going to be able to get top 2 a little bit broken away. Just consume those top spots.
We do see Jorge in 3rd though, and SY at 3-4.
Mira, yeah.
Looks to
it does look like they're too far behind to do anything major to their top 2, but.
Both trollers are jockeying for position here at the bridge. Interesting to see which items they have.
Stars, I think.
Probably both stars.
And Sammy trolls the. Oh, that's a good idea.
Kind of picks up the star. Just gonna get a little bit more time away.
That's something you don't see very often, but when it comes off, that's very helpful for VC.
I think that might just come from a little bit of the inexperienced trolling from Act, because from what I know, he's not, an avid troller. He doesn't troll that much.
Right.
Yeah. He probably just wasn't expecting Daniel there to waste his star.
Yeah, it's pure experience coming from Sammy there. Probably realizing that not only starring Act would prevent the troll, but also he probably predicted that he had a star as well.
Yeah. Golden. Not too
unfortunate pull for Act there.
Yeah.
Look at this break though.
And the Nana.
I don't
That's
see
a top 3 break.
I don't. Well, 3rd is SY, so worst case VC will get 2-3 out of this. But
thought that was. Oh no, I thought that was.
No, that's.
Yeah. That's Havo.
I'd be surprised if Act doesn't have anything to hit them with here.
As a Bill, yeah.
Yeah. I would assume Bill there, but
so Act has only one more chance to go for trolls here. Only one more, and if he pulls shrooms, it's over.
Yeah.
It looks like Havo sneaked his way into 2nd there, which is pretty big for SY.
Murph falls off on the bridge though, so that's huge for VC. He was in 3rd before that.
I think they're still 2-3. Yeah, they are.
Blue shot on the line and a star.
The troll.
Hits him once. Havo gets 1st there.
That's unfortunate.
That's top really 2 for SY?
You know what?
Some lag shenanigans going?
You know what? What is it?
That's so unfortunate.
Act was not actually in position to star Ken there, but Ken actually backs up thinking that maybe Act would have gone in front of him.
Act would turn around and go full speed at him, yeah.
Because Act was in front of him. He was in front of the blue. He drove back into it.
Yeah.
And he ended up just reversing into Ken instead of turning around and going forward.
Act was probably gonna star him in the end.
Yeah,
anyway,
no, that's lights.
But
that's lights. You need 2 top 4 9s.
39-point race for SY. Not plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the banner. I'm dead sure of it. Unless you can get like a top 5 and a top 4 9 to win, but
oh shoot, what's the score?
Mathematically it's not impossible, but you need some, luck to be on your side in these next 2 races. Logistically, it's just
281.
Yeah. Down 48 here with 2 left.
Yeah. It was at this point when they decided to rage quit, not rage quit, but reset matches, and they were down 40. But they can't anymore because they're gonna give.
Yeah, you just can't. You don't have another match to play after this.
Yeah, you have no more room for error here.
It looks like all SY needs is 1st here.
Yeah, they just need 1st.
If they get 1st, it's mathematically impossible unless VC all run for VC to win.
No, VC would need a top 5, and that's only a plus 41.
We're getting some comments on the chat. Thank God SY is winning this match from Nia, and everyone's like, we get to go to sleep.
Yes.
But yeah, DKS is the signature SY track, so this is looking very bad for VC.
Extremely bad when you even put in the fact that it's almost impossible to troll here. There's maybe 1 troll spot, and that is the last straightaway.
And the double too, you could probably block.
You can do the double, but
Hold on, are we getting a cameo from Mr. Vale in the stream chat? I might just be tripping. No, we are getting a cameo from Vale.
Vale? I remember Vale.
Yeah.
Huh. You know that it's a late stream when Sasa pops up on the stream.
Oh yeah. And when Vale does as well. Dude lives in fucking Indonesia.
Yeah. But we are seeing a couple of we are seeing SY occupying some top spots. Are they first though?
I believe VC is first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, unfortunate pal there.
I mean, it's
awful. Murray actually passes that.
No, he doesn't.
Oh wow.
That's called Mario Kart Wii physics, ladies and gentlemen. And VC are bottom 3, so unless they post, they're gonna need shock here. Actually, forget the trolling; they need shock here.
If Sammy does not have shock, I believe VC just lose right here. There's no way to make up that amount of ground in last in one lap of DKS unless everyone fails to shortcut.
And their shock coming.
He actually does dodge the shock.
And he has a golden. He can go straight to first.
Could be interesting.
He's gonna go straight to first.
Yeah.
Which is Edge.
Oh, here
Very
he comes. This is clutch.
Awkward.
Jake.
Yeah, he falls off.
He got bumped by someone taking double. He was taking it a little slowly. The person who took double in front of him.
It was just Ken's approach up to the double cut was very awkward. It was just a hard adjustment to make.
I would have liked to have seen Ken wait until he takes doubles. Maybe waiting a little too long, but it was just really awkward there. That banana too kind of affected him, like the way that banana was placed.
There were a lot of things that Ken probably could have done different just to get a little bit further ahead of Jaker there. Just into first a bit more, give him a little bit more space on double, but at the end of the day, I don't know if it would have mattered too much.
Right.
VC were occupying a lot of the bottom spots there.
This is banner confirmed for SY, so.
And that is the banner, no matter what.
So we do see SY with a 3-peat, WL, EL, and WL. So I guess you can say SY are the Los Angeles Lakers of the team. They are the, whichever other team's got 3-peats, but SY showing their domination again, and they are currently the champions of Wiimmfi League Season 16 Division 1. Congratulations to SY there.
That's a very impressive run in D1 there from Team SY. I believe they went perfect in the regular season, and then the only team that took a match off of them was DZ, and that was in semifinals.
Right.
By, I believe, single-digit points, if I'm correct. I think it was just 2 points. So very close on like the complete season.
So I have a little bit of inside information from Knee about that shock. So they were top 2. Knee had a star. Okay, so Edge calls it, and Sammy, and I quote, "Pack's too close, not using it." So he dodged Ken instead for no reason.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. So a little bit of lack of chemistry there at the very end, which is
lack of chemistry, yeah.
Which is actually pretty unusual for this core, because this core has been playing for God knows how long, but yeah, unfortunately they weren't up to the task today because they haven't really been playing too much, and they got a little unlucky GP2, but other than that, SY typically they were played in typical dominating fashion. Any other comments on the match?
No.
Nothing much. Just SY dominated throughout. I believe VC only took the lead twice, so they had it for 3 races total, maybe. So just extremely dominant from SY, going for the 3-peat there.
Yeah.
I guess the 2P and WL.
VC started off very strong, but it was SY who ended up just pulling out in the stops in the end. Basically, what happened in the last 2 races of GP1 was that SY started to bounce back a little bit more, get up there and hold their top spots. GP, actually, I meant to say GP2 of the first match was where VC got unlucky, because they were outrunning SY in GP2 of match 1, but SY got slightly lucky there. But other than that, GP, SY pretty much outplayed VC most of the time.
Yeah.
Even in tracks like TF where VC broke away in top 4, it was trolling, and Act got a couple of good trolls in.
Yeah, Act did a phenomenal job on their top 3 there.
Right.
Yeah.
In any other situation, that's pretty much any other team's top 3 there.
Yeah, first it was the trolls on the top 3 in TF, and then the shock changing the race around completely afterwards. Yeah, Act did show up this match. Act is a decent troller. He's not known to be like a super star troller, but I do think that this match puts him on the map in terms of trolling ability.
Sure, he did a phenomenal job for what I think a lot of people expected from him. Obviously not a big name trolling. I mean, especially when you look at who he's going against. I mean, Daniel's just a very notable name when we think of good trollers.
Right. Yeah, he did have a couple of moments where he did get outplayed by Sammy, especially in RBC, but he ended up doing a very good job in the end. I think he was up to the task in the trolling department, for sure.
For sure.
And then overall, SY just, yeah. But yeah, thanks for coming along, guys, and I'm glad we were able to get this stream up.
Appreciate anyone that's out early in the morning. It's 2:30 on the East Coast right now, so anyone sticking around,
heck, even
greatly appreciated.
Even Europe, it's like 8 a.m. right, 8:30 a.m.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
early in the morning. Just wake up. Some Mario Kart Wii, so.
Yeah, not the best turnout because of the time zone, but I'm still glad we were able to get about 50 odd viewers for this particular time.
For sure. It's a very odd time to be playing a finals match for D1.
It's a terrible time.
Yeah, thanks Merc for guest casting as well. It was much needed, honestly. I would have been pretty lonely solo casting.
Solo cast, yeah, that would have sucked.